Welcome to Wild West Garage. My name is Morgan, and that is a cab off of a 1976 Ford crew cab. I've done all the rust repairs on this cab. A bunch of patches on the bottom of the pillars, and I got floors in it, and modified the cowl drain here. Fixed the corners of the roof. They were rotted out there. And so now I'm just moving on to some dents. So let's take a look. So I've got a couple of, this one's big, but it's not so bad really. It's kind of what I call a soft dent. But this here, got a really hard dent there right in the corner. I think that's going to be tough to get out. I might have to see how this goes. If I can't push it out from inside, I'll have to weld something on there and pull it out. And it's got a dent here, kind of the same. It's a mirror image of this dent, really, except for this piece right here. So problem I have with this is there's no access there. There's this interior panel here, so I've come up with what I think is a solution. So I'm going to show you how I deal with this. Okay, here's the solution to this problem. I could have tried to just pry off of this, but I knew this was just going to bend down. So I've got this piece of angle iron in here just to protect that edge. And then I've got this other piece of wood here, which happens to be an old, like a door pull for a kitchen cabinet. Got this 1x4 up against it, and it's down on the floor here. Just got this falling wedge to adjust it where I need it to be. And then I've got this big flat spoon here, so I can slide this in here now. See that? Slide it in there, and then I can pry this dent out. Put some pressure on that, and hopefully I'll be able to get it worked out. So there's two panels that come together here, and they turn up, and there's a flange running along right here. And so the when the roof went down, it hit that flange. It's actually got an Audi dent there. So I've got to be able to get something on top of that flange. I think this spoon will go in there. There we go. Disappeared that. Got a low spot right there too. There's a dent there. Dent right here. I'm just making marks and numbering where the low spots are so I can figure out more easily where I'm working from the inside. Amazing how little paint is on these trucks from the factory. I mean, it has probably worn off over the years, but very thin paint. It's probably, well, there's another little dent there. One and a half. Get a look at my tool. I got these from an old body man. I bought them with a, what did I buy off of that guy? A vintage planishing hammer. Bonus. Can't remember. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, I'm working on 3 here still.
Pushing up against the backside. So if I tap the side where the tool is, I can raise the low spot, right? So I'll put the tool in the low spot, tap around the low spot, and it'll raise it up. Sometimes just a little bit of pry can push the low spot up and it'll stay.
I don't like putting body filler on roof panels because they move a lot. And the filler will come off. Okay, there's still a low spot right there. That's not good. It doesn't have this interior brace is not pushing on the roof. It's getting there. hour and 30 minutes. It's not bad. Okay, kind of hard to see in the camera, but this is a deep dent. Like it's something really pushed that in, and it'll be all stretched here. So I've got my setup in here. You see that wedge? I got that wedge in there to put some pressure on this area here. And I tried tapping it down with a hammer, but it's just too strong. So I'm going to heat that up. It's got to shrink anyways. So I'm going to heat that up, and then it'll come out. Hear that? It's coming out already, just from the pressure of that tool. If I can get that right on that low spot there. It almost looks like it's punctured. So that's cooled right off now. I'm gonna have to put a weld on there because I think it's if it's not punctured, it's real close. But we'll see if we can get it knocked out. There we go. Came right out. Nice. body hammer. There's a dent right there. So I've got this to where I'm reasonably happy with it. I could spend probably another 2 hours on this roof panel and not really improve it much more from this point. Buchan didn't even want me to take that dent out. He said, "I'll just leave it," but I can't do that. I just it was just too big of a dent for me to just ignore. So anyways, this went pretty well. I had a lot of trouble with this. I don't know why. This just was bulged up here, so I had to shrink it a lot to get it to come down. Weird things happen when you bend metal, right? Like, and maybe I was just chasing this up the roof. I'm not sure. So if you shrink this area, it's going to pucker up beyond it, right? So that's kind of what was going on for me. But of course I couldn't get into here to do any hammer and dolly work to expand that out. So I had to kind of chase that bulge up the roof a little bit. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. So this is what we get. So nobody's going to see that anyway. It's going to be above your head. that's my kind of take on it, and it's not going to be a shiny truck. So you know, it's going to be a work truck. So let's put it to work. Put some more dents in it. So not really an instructional video. I mean, there was some instruction, there's some techniques that you could see that I used and some tools that I used and how I dealt with supporting my tooling to get at this dent. So this is more of a see what I'm doing to Buck and Billy Ray's crew cab. So that's mostly what this video is about. People just want to know what's going on. So this is what's going on. Thanks for watching.